Yep, that's me. A guy who spends $12,000 just to pass a coding interview. And in my last video, Google didn't call me back, so I made a promise. They will regret it. Relax. I just want a job, bro. I tried everything. LeetCode, YouTube, courses. Nothing worked. So I did what every reasonable engineer would do. I threw money at it. I found LeetCode Premium, but that's the story for the next video. But 12 grand a month? Let's quickly check my bank account. Perfect. And I didn't expect what happened next, but if you stick around, I will show you how to train for free and if this was all worth it. So I found a company or a website that is called Kickstart, and they are providing interview preparation, complete set from DSA preparations and machine learning over different capstone projects and also to real coding interviews. So short disclaimer, I'm not affiliated with the company and I also won't get any money from them. So this is an honest review and not an ad or something. So day 0 is goal setting and orientation. They make you pick an outcome and a date. And after that, classes run a simple structure. You have 2 times a week a live session and a checklist for the week, what you actually have to learn or to do. And the early blocks are the foundation, so you basically refresh Python, SQL, probability, stats and calculus, things like that. So of course this stuff is especially prepared for coding interviews, but to be honest, you can also find this stuff online. And then it ramps up into machine learning, neural networks and computer vision pretty quickly. And in parallel, there is a career skill track. So it's targeting companies and tuning your resume and LinkedIn for certain positions. And also becoming realistic about your salary expectations and the companies you could apply to. So it's actually quite surprising to prepare for Google without pretending every company is Google. And you can then feel where it is heading because all the things you just have learned are now becoming pretty real because a capstone project is arriving and the weeks are pretty stacked fast. You need to design out loud, you need to code small, to test quickly and to move on. And the point is you cannot memorize every algorithm. The point is to chip under time pressure and to explain your choices like an adult. And midway you have this, like I already talked about, this capstone project. You program something, you bring it together and then you demo it. And what I really learned about this is to defend your architecture, your architectural choices without rambling it. So basically a short summary, what is in there. So after the capstone project, it pivots into this interview preparation. So there are data structures and algorithm refresher. So of course you need to learn again about data structures and algorithm. It's a small refresher basically. And also very important are the system design patterns and ML interview preparation, which is pretty useful because you cannot always create a new data center basically. You have to stick with feature extraction, then designing the models or architectures, network architectures. Then you have to do evaluation, F1 scores. And after this interview preparation, you basically get a 6-month support period. And you will also get guidance on how to negotiate and what companies to apply to. So you are pretty prepared when the phone rings. You already know from which company and what they will ask, stuff like that. I felt pretty prepared, to be honest. And before that, I tried to keep it as realistic as possible and to do basically a mock. So by myself. So I basically locked myself in a room for 1 hour and then I did the whole interview. And in the video above, you can see how real it feels and how I did pass or did not my own coding interview. And next time I will break down LeetCode Premium and if it is worth it and how to use it without burning out and how to use it without being cringe. And what's honestly cringe. So did the 12K change everything? No, it didn't buy a shortcut, but it brought me structure. Deadlines, accountable mentors, and pressure you can't fake. So the pros are a clear structure, useful feedback, real capstone projects, targeted interview preparation, and this support after the course. The cons are, of course, the price and the time commitment. There is a lot of time going in. And in the end, you still have to do every rep. And by the way, if you subscribe to my newsletter, you will get this 8-week coding interview preparation for free. So would I recommend it? If you would have savings or a lot of money and you have zero momentum and you are the kind of person who needs to be pushed by other humans, then 100% go for it. But if you're self-disciplined and self-directed, you can get basically 80% of the stuff for free. And I encountered that the biggest problem you have is to have a real coding interview with one person. And you cannot talk to your mom or your dad or your brothers, whatever. They are usually not engineers and don't know what to ask you and what to talk about, right? So I created a small program, and that's why I'm doing a free partner finder. So the idea is that I basically create a list of all the people who want to do a coding interview, and then you can find each other very easily. It's completely free. The link is down below. So bottom line, there is no $12,000 shortcut or button that you can click. You still need focused, boring, and consistent work. And the course helped me actually to rebuild exactly that. I wish you all the best for your coding preparation. Happy coding and peace out.
You think that this life's made for a king.